know I haven't videoed much last several days. And that's because I thought the baby would be here already. And the baby's not here. So since the baby's not here, I was kind of just waiting to video for the baby, so it just wasn't a whole bunch of, oh, the gray cat's back. I'm gonna have a birthday party out here with some friends and family, and I am making a shooting range so we can all practice shooting long range, but I need to tweak it a little bit. Morning, Dove. Let's just give you food first. I don't know why I feed you last, because you always take other people's food. Do taekwondo. Yeah!
Wow.
Look.
This is how I practice my power. Make sure I have strong legs. Like that. And I go like this.
Okay.
That's it out. Whoa! Stack it back up. Got some belly wire, got my gloves, got pliers. We're gonna grab the tractor, we're gonna grab some T-posts. Actually, I think we're going to do all of this with the foiler first. Wendy, I have my phone on. She needs to call me as soon as she thinks the baby's coming, so we can get off the equipment and get over there and get stuff set up. So we'll see. We're now all Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're into Saturday, so we're 4 days after due date. So at any moment now we could have baby. So we'll see how it happens. Come along for the ride. You ready to drive the tractor?
Yes.
All right, let's go out to the field. Ready? Scoot over. Nope, other way. This way. There we go. All right. Climb up there. There you go. Good job. So don't you. All right. Butterfly. All right, so this is gonna be our shooting range right here. We're gonna go straight to that tree. I don't know. We're gonna go straight to that tree and that tree, right into that group. And this goes up a hill and there's no houses on the entire side of that property over there. What are you doing? Driving the tractor. Stuff. Now I'm gonna set the T-post. I'm going to get the telephone poles over. I'm gonna wire them up to these T-posts. I'm gonna backfill a whole bunch of dirt behind it. That means I have to switch from the forks to the bucket. Oh, it's fun stuff.
There's flies on it here.
Yeah, there's flies on there.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to see how this is parallel to our shooting range. And then I kind of want this tree to be center. So we're gonna do that about here. Those poles are big enough. That took all of 6 minutes. Now I'm gonna take some belling wire. I'm gonna run some belling wire up. I'm gonna set a telephone post. I'm gonna run the belling wire up around, bring it down, set another post, run it up around, bring it down, and just keep doing that. But I am quickly realizing, well, I could do it. I just had to cut the belling wire. I can't keep it as a whole. All right, I figured it out. I'll get it done. Cool. It's working. Almost. I was on the wrong side of the wind for that one.
What?
I I was on the wrong side of the wind. Tipped that one over and a whole bunch of sand came into me. This one is a little bit heavier. It's a little bit heavier. So I'm gonna try something and see if it works. Thinking it through my head, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I just thought through it. It's gonna work. I just thought through it. It's gonna work. If I'm ever sitting and I'm pretty silent, I didn't bring my tripod, so I'm leaning down. It's because I'm thinking. I hope it's gonna work, so I don't have to lift this. So I hope, but I think it is. Several more. I could probably put 2 more up on top, and then I'm just gonna put the rest of them as trash down at the bottom. And then I'm gonna go get some concrete blocks, and I'm gonna put concrete back here. And then I'm gonna get some dirt. I'm gonna cap the whole backside of this with dirt. And that's gonna take a while. So I'll probably just fast forward and show you the end of all of this if I get to it, if the baby doesn't come. So this is all just a project, and if the baby comes, I'm going in for the baby. So
It's so dark in here. How big? That's mine working.
you sure are.
What's this?
I'm going to push this back. There we go. That's gonna stay there, so when I put dirt on the back of it, it's not gonna push this forward. We're gonna go with some concrete blocks, which means we're gonna do a lot of driving back and forth, which means I'm not gonna video anything because I can't hold a camera and drive, operate the lift, and hold on to Trenton. And the number one priority is holding on to Trenton. So camera goes bye-bye at that point. Hello. All right, still no baby yet, but let me show you what we had going on today. This just looks like a dirt pile to you. It looks like a dirt pile to me too. So underneath this, I have a bunch of concrete. So let me show you the finished product. Here we go. All right, here's the finished product. What? Oh gosh, I'm going everywhere today. Okay, so you saw earlier, I did the belly wire around each one of the telephone posts up to it. I added this leg. Can't remember if I gave you a description of why, but just so when I added the dirt behind it, it didn't push forward and it would be very hard to push back. I went ahead and stuck this in here to keep it flat. Now that the dirt's behind it, I could kick this out, but it's supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow. So I'm going to leave this here just to help the rain pack all this dirt that's around it and kind of pack into the wood. And then I'll kick this out and it'll be perfectly fine. I hope so. Oh. Yeah, this has been fun. It's just been drive. I've actually worn a pretty nice little path coming back and forth from the dirt pile to here to clean up. It's supposed to rain. I want it to start raining, so when I finish this, I can light this wood pile that I have, so I don't have to come back out again. So, right after I just got done saying that video, it started raining. So I'm going to start this up and get it lit. This is a little bit of diesel and gas. The gas is to help the diesel ignite faster. The diesel is to help it burn longer. Yeah. All right, rain. Keep it coming.
Don't you love the crackle of a fire? Sounds pretty cool. Do you hear that popping? Do you hear that popping?
Hey, Kalea. Come here. Come here. Bend up. Down. Take your head up. There your head up. There you go. Just like going in your bed. Can you say fire? Can you say fire? Fire?
Look at my legs and never walk.
You know what I just realized? I never paid too much attention to this, but this ground always stays wet, okay? And I know there's a pinhole leak in this, but the hose is inside of this, and every morning it goes off for like 4 minutes because this drains down and then it fills back up, and the horses drink out of it, and then evaporation and all that. But what I just realized is this pinhole leak, I'm sure, is siphoning the water out. So over the entire day, that pinhole brings the water out and just keeps this ground consistently wet. So I'm leaving for work, but today is the due date for the next baby. So she may be on camera next, having a baby.
Maybe after having a baby.
Maybe after having a baby, yeah. So, I haven't recorded anything today, and I'm probably just going to throw this onto tomorrow's video or something. It's super late. You can see it's dark outside. It's like 7:20 or something like that. I've finished the Jeep, and I wanted to show you guys the Jeep project that I had going on. I'm trying not to get a sneak peek at it. In order to pack up all my tools still. In order to show you the finished product, basically what I have done and what I've completed. The paint is newer, so it looks a little bit different than the Jeep, but it is the same paint, the same color code and everything that he painted it, but he painted it 20 years ago. So it's been a while. But here we go. Let me show you basically the bumper itself. Have the bumper, this cooler, fabricated all of this, as you saw in previous videos. All of this is double bolted up here. It's bungeed on, it's solid. It hangs off a little bit more than we wanted it to, but it has to be able to clear the tailgate. And I mean, I have it like touching, like touching. We have the cooler, fill it with water. Nice thing is we actually don't have to take the strap off. I can actually lift this up. I did it a second ago. Lift it up, fill it up with water. It's a little bit easier with two hands. There we go. Put it back. Now it's solid again. This is actually what we use when we're out in the ranch and everything to wash our hands, which I kind of need right now. We open this up and then wash off our hands and stuff. We have this bumper. This is actually the accessory. The bumper is behind it. I have a picture of that. I'll try to get that on here. Let's see. We open up the lid. Lid opens up. I have a gasket around here to help, for one, seal it, bugs won't get in, and then also just to help keep the noise down so it's not metal lid on metal vibrating back and forth and wears paint out. I have the motor inside here mounted. It's wired up through. I have a quick disconnect on the bottom, so if we do decide to take the attachment off, we can just easily unclip the wiring. And then there's 6 bolts, 2 here, 2 here. There's another one back over here and another one back over here. Let's see, down underneath here, I made this heavy duty flange that I was telling you about all the way around, and then I put, I riveted this rubber, like, I don't know what you call it, just this rubber pad all the way around, so that way when the corn throws, it doesn't make a really loud sound. Jim wanted a very nice, quiet machine. I'll turn this on in a minute and I'll show you. Let's see, we mounted an LED up here in order to see back here. I had to make an extension bracket because we didn't have the LED. This was all an earlier project that I did last year, and I didn't plan on any of light attachments. We actually decided to put the light up here. That's the reason why this bar is up here, but we're not running with the seat up all the time, so we decided to mount it down here afterthought. So cooler, I know this doesn't open all the way, but it was the best place that we could kind of put it in order to still access it. We'll probably end up putting some type of a little hook here and just kind of hangs, you know, just kind of comes up and latches in order to get ice in and out, and so you're not fighting with the lid the whole time. The reason why we made this detachable is because of we're not married to Yeti, and if something else comes out that's better, more compact, thinner side, I mean, who knows what else could come out. We can take this off, use these weld tabs and the holes that I have to make another bracket, paint it, and then use the same bolt holes to put it back together. Started underneath this, and all the electrical was just tied together, some wire nuts were actually on it. Some of the wires were just twisted together with electrical tape around it. Right here, let me turn this one on. This is the first one. This is the one he's going to be. I put all new switches in, rewired it all. I actually rewired this switch, which starts the engine, rewired this key switch, rewired the cigarette lighter, rewired the dash light. Basically, I just rewired everything. So, I am going to turn this on. That's what I was going to do. See it spinning? These little fins right here, as the corn comes down, it hits that and then gets thrown out. Latch, we can go ahead and put this down. Oh, I'm going to turn the LED on. So I ran it where he's going to be using the feeder majority of the time. He's going to be using the backlight in the evenings more, and then the headlights are just going to stay on all the time, but this one he's going to be switching off. So it's the easier one to get to because your legs are here, and then the headlight would be the less accessible one because it's closer to your leg, but he's only going to flip it on and flip it off just driving. These right here are going to be operated more. So we have that powered. Pretty nice. It's like 2600 lumens. It's just a tractor supply light. Then this right here is the headlights kicked on. Then we have bright, dim, then bright. Pretty sure that switch is going out. Leave it on brights. Probably never change. I put a new lug on the battery terminal. Got that nice and solid. Got the battery over here solid. I put a fuse block in because there was a whole bunch of just inline fuses, and this, with wiring everything up, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 different electrical things with 6 different inline fuses over here. He had 3 and 1 under the dash. It's so much better if everything's in one place, so you're not searching if you have a fuse blown for some reason. So I actually removed this, ran the wires through, zip tied everything together, solid. Got it ran up over to here, and then everything's plugged. If you ever need to change it, you can open it up and change the fuse. Any minute now, the wife should be having the baby. Kind of waiting for the call or whatever, but I had a feeling that it was possibly coming tonight or tomorrow just because today's the due date, so we're starting to get past the due date now. And so I wanted to get this done so my boss could take it back to the ranch. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for, I did all this in one take. Thanks for coming along on this adventure. This was a super fun project. I never actually built, I built similar, like random stuff, but I've never built anything like this. And I've had it in my head for a year and a half now. We've been talking about it, and we finally did it this year. So I'm really glad to actually have done it, had the experience, had the opportunity for one. I'm super excited the way it turned out. There's one thing I want to do right here. I want to get some type of coping edge to put along here and along the bottom just to help hold all of this because it's so flexible. Yeah, I'm going to see what I can get myself into next. I am waiting for this child to come here. I'm waiting to see if it's a boy or a girl. I'm super excited about that. So again, thank you. You'll see me when you see me. Now, I just started this up. I thought you guys may actually want to hear it run. So I'm going to start it up real quick. I already started it, so it's a, I didn't necessarily warm it up, but I've already choked it and got it running. So normally it doesn't start up that quick, but it starts up fairly quick. You may have to get me one of these. So yeah, just want to throw that in there. And I'm feeling good.
Daddy, there was a bell Willys. And what Daddy found Sano.